Chris, consecutive clean sheets. It's been hard to get those in wins this year. What does that do for you in this group?
It's a big step in the right direction, that's for sure. And I was saying it before. It's a big step towards like cohesiveness along the back line and as a whole team. So that's something we really wanted and something.
How do you like the way your defenders in front of you kind of nullified a lot of their chances before they really got to you? They didn't have a lot of execute tonight. When you have Forsberg or Chuba Maxime, coaching, excuse me, you're expecting more a lot of the time. So how was it just seeing your defense this play that way?
No, I mean, I completely attribute this shutout to the back line. This wasn't just me. This was a solid shift from everybody, including the guys in front of the back line. We needed everyone. We got it. We all showed up. And I talked a couple weeks ago about, alarm bells ringing, focusing in, locking in, and especially from that first whistle, and that's something we did tonight. So it's easier when my defenders are working so hard. It's easier for me, but you got to be ready for anything.
This is cool. Carlos Ronbach for his first game since April. What was it like having him in front of you again?
Amazing. I mean, anybody in front I trust wholeheartedly, but Carlos did great to me, and it was good to see him back on the field. I thought he did excellent, and looking forward to taking the pitch with him.
We know how much goalkeepers love getting a shutout now. 2 back-to-back for the first time this season. Does this change your outlook going into the next games?
I mean, not really, to be honest. We just the focus in the back of my mind is, can we keep stacking the shutouts? That's what everybody wants, but what really matters is that we're performing as a team, not really chasing the result, but chasing the performance. That's something Greg's been talking to us about this entire year. So not very result-minded, but making sure that we're doing everything we can to play to our standard. And I think that showed tonight. But yeah, that's, I suppose, yeah.
And when there's been so much chopping and changing on the back line, feels like a different center back every week, the right back rotating back and forth, how good does it feel to get those 2 shutouts with the different center back pairing in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, that kind of speaks to, all the guys training together throughout this entire season and training and playing. We're going to need everybody. It's not just one back line. So I'm happy to see that different guys can put in a shift and, play to our standard. And it makes my job back there a whole lot easier.
More humorous part of the night for you. What can you tell us about the short little conversation you had with Carlos and Emil while the referees got over and looking at the monitor ahead of the penalty order? So you jog over there and join in a bit.
Yeah, I actually, first I wanted to know if it hit his hand. And then when I saw it, I was like, maybe it could go either way. It's a toss-up. They were clearly against it. But that was funny. And I've played against Carlos for a while now, so I talked to him after the game about it. But it was a little bit of banter going back and forth.
With the style of play this team plays, attacking football, you're a goalkeeper who's called into action probably more than the average goalkeeper. Today, perhaps a different story, a little less work for you. How good does it feel to have a day where you're only forced to make a couple of routine stops, at least for you?
Yeah, every keeper would prefer that. But those are the harder games, to be honest with you, because when I'm not being tested and I'm suddenly called into action, it's a little bit harder to mentally focus up for that one moment, being completely sharp. So. If I could have more games like this, I would love to. But the reality is everybody's got to do their part, and sometimes I'm going to be called apart. So
you've had a long season in a sense. You did this stint with the national team, and now in the home stretch of this season. How do you sort of recharge, or what do you do physically and mentally to get ready for that final stretch of the year, even though your body's beat up and you've had such a long season?
Yeah, the taking care of my body is one thing. Like, that's something that especially these past 3 years, playing every game that I've grown into, been spending a whole lot more time in the facility doing pretty much everything I can to be physically prepped and ready. But a big thing that I've started doing is just spending more time with family and friends. Like, that to me, is the mental and spiritual side of recovering and rejuvenating myself. And I feel like that, especially this year, has been working well because, like you said, I've had a pretty packed summer, pretty packed year. So doing that and then just taking care of my body any way I can. I think I've been doing a good job of maintaining myself. So,
just getting 2 clean sheets for this team, 2 consecutive wins over teams. If you're going to be fighting with the playoff spot, what does it do for this group right now?
I mean, we know since the beginning of the season how important kind of the defensive part of the game is, and we have been struggling. So I think it's pretty positive for the team that we're getting this part right too, and hopefully we can stay consistent.
How does it feel when you win a PK and then you're able to score from these backyard stuff to keep it the other way?
I mean, it's always nice when you score, but the fact that we got a little bit lucky on the PK, it's nice that the dime falls on our side.
So that's goal number 14 of the year. That actually pushes you to the 5th highest scoring Chicago Fire player in all time. How does that feel in just your second season with the club, and how much of that do you attribute to the home team you've been putting versus like overall team collaboration?
I think I strive in the way the coach wants us to play, and we are energetic and powerful way, and we create a pretty good amount of chances. So that helps. Again, I just try to do whatever I can, and for the moment it results in goals. So same as with the clean sheets. Hopefully, I stay consistent.
In a game where maybe it was difficult to get chances in the final third for you, how does it help your confidence to get a goal either way from the penalty spot?
Doesn't change much. I think tonight was all about doing it as a team, and we did. And the goal comes from a PK, or otherwise, honestly, I don't really care.
So 3 for 3 from the penalty spot for you this season, but we've seen a couple different guys take them. How does that process go? Is it Greg's selection, or do you guys decide on the field?
It's usually who feels. We have a small list, and within the list, it's talking on the field.
Perfect. Thank you.
Seemed like tonight, Joe Bamba was really confident, had one of his probably better games this season. From your perspective, playing through the middle, like playing next to him, how do you pick up on that? What you know is about it when he's having a particularly good night, or when it seems like he's a bad sharp?
I think I've said it before, it's hard when you come from Europe and you've been playing 5-6 months already before the season started, and Joe goes through it as well, and it's going to go with ups and downs, and today they had a really good game, but even when for you guys maybe it's not as impressive, it was really important on the ball and to get us out of pressure. Tonight, big pitch.
Now you have a week off, 2 weeks this next game. For you personally, does this feel like the perfect time to have that little break off, or do you feel like it might stunt the form?
It always goes both ways. It's a nice feeling when you can go into a little break after 2 wins, and the other way, and I want to keep going, but I think you won't hear anybody complain that we haven't come.
Yeah. Hugo, do you feel like there's another gear in your game that you maybe haven't tapped into yet, that you still can go to another level, even though you're at a very high level right now?
Yes, for sure.
You did.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hugo.